It's time to set up my fourth quarter Frankenplanner. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. Thank you so much for tuning into this video today because I'm going to be Frankenplanning quite a few planners into one. That's why I got my expander disc here. But yeah, so we are going to pretty much get started. I'll kind of explain the process as I go along. First, we're going to start with the cover. Now, I may end up putting like a fancy cover on top of it, but I want to use scrapbook paper. I have bought these frosted covers from Live Love Posh. These do go in and out of stock frequently. I'm not sure if they are available, but I will still link it down in the description box. And always remember that my discount code AGWP10 will save you 10% off at Live Love Posh. So I love these covers because I do buy a lot of scrapbook paper and I need to start using it for, like backgrounds and covers. I did when I was using the disc bound system for my reading journal. I did use scrapbook paper with the clear covers. But now I'm using a journal for that, an Archer and Olive notebook. Okay, I'm gonna have to put one of these on at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And like I said, I'm using the expander disc because I don't know. I just feel like I like expander disc a little bit better. Yeah, we'll chat about that after I finish putting it on too. All right, there we go. So I was kind of debating on whether or not to use expander disc and whether or not to set up for the third quarter, because as you can see, I'm matching the disc to the scrapbook paper I chose. This scrapbook paper I bought a few years ago, I think like in 2022. It's Park Lane, which is Joanne. So I bought that and then I decided on using this. And obviously I felt like the silver disc worked well. Now what I did is I cut it down to size and then punched it with my Happy Planner punch. But because I'm going like all Halloween-y for October, see, I like that. Isn't that cute? I'm obviously going to have to change my scrapbook paper for November and December. And I don't know if that means I'm going to have to change the disc because November and December, a lot of the scrapbook paper are probably better with gold. So I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Now, I have a bunch of dividers and I've come across them quite frequently. I also have a whole pack of dividers and I don't want to open up a new one. And I'm currently still using my September planner, so I can't take too much stuff away. But yeah, so anyways, the reason why I figured I'm gonna go ahead and set up for the 3 months, even though I might be changing the disc out and the cover out come November and December, is it's just gonna be easier to have it all together in one place to even make that transition in November and December rather than pulling from multiple planners, if that makes sense. So this just makes my life easier to set it up a quarter at a time. If I end up transferring 2 months over because I want to change the cover and disc, I'll just do that. All right, so where do we want to start? I think I've been doing social media in the back. I think I want to move it to the front. Maybe. No, I'll keep it in the back. All right, so for social media, I've already kind of like pre-Frankenplanned this. This is actually from, let me grab the planner that I got it from. This planner. This is a 23, 24, 18 month planner. I pulled it from this. So it is the monthly layout. There we go. I use this for a lot of pre-planning for like planner layouts and things like that. Make sure I use certain stickers when things are being released, etc., etc. And then I also, for social media, have a second planner that I use. And that one I've pulled, I don't have what I pulled it from. So basically I'm using the monthly divider. You can see I've already stuck some extra stickers I had on it I purchased this. Oh, everything's falling. It's a horizontal layout. It's 18 month and I wasn't planning on using this until January. So I'm like, let me go ahead and use the calendars and dividers. So that way I don't have to redate that. And then I have a variety of, you can see they're all different. Like this is striped, that is dots. But I have a variety of these teacher layout weeks that I've never used. Actually, this goes behind that. That I kind of compile together so that way I'm not wasting things. Instead of buying a new teacher layout planner, I'm just using what I have to finish out the year. So here, I don't know if I've used these silver discs before. They feel kind of stiff. So what I'm going to do is, I have glue, but the glue wasn't working when I did it a while back. But I'm taping the back of this. This is on the back of a teacher layout. Obviously, this is a 2022 teacher layout planner. I'm just kind of going between the disc. I don't think I had the divider or anything anymore, but I could have always redated it. But this just makes my life easier. So I'm going to tape that to the back of... Let's pull this taut and let's do this. Let's see if it's going to work. The discs are messing me up because they're new discs. So then it goes there to there. And then it doesn't matter what the dates are because I redate the top anyway. So I do use, as I said, 2 planners for social media. This one... Oh my gosh, new disc. This one I will write like all of the sales and new releases that are coming up for companies that I PR for. This is where I kind of do my monthly stats, monthly goals and things like that. And then I pre-plan here. I set this up by like topic, and then I do like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I also kind of like pre-plan like reels and stuff like that on that. So I kind of use it more as note pages. And then, of course, here's the one that I just glued together. And this is where I use to write all of the videos I'm going to have on YouTube. And these are little checklist stickers that I created for all of the steps that I need to do from filming to posting, so I can check it off as I go. So I write all the videos in at the beginning of the month. And then, oh my God, I got hair stuck all on the back of the stickers. And then I go through as I like film it and do things, I check it off. So that way I make sure I've done everything. And then this is the October. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pop in November and December for these 2, for my social media planners, but both planners. That's what I'm going to do. So the monthly layout and the horizontal calendar, Frankenplanned, with the teacher layout, random teacher layout pages. Probably need to look and make sure, like that one, the dots weren't matching the stripes. I think I have another one here too. Oh no, that tapes together. So if I have another one, these are all stripes. I did have some undated teacher planners, but they were very, very teachery and not like super neutral as the pages. Like they had some color on them. So I did give those away to my cousins who are teachers. Just because I know I would get annoyed as I'm decorating and the colors don't line up with what I'm trying to do. Like one of them, the box colors had stuff on it. And the other one had a spine that had like teaching elements and stuff on it. All right, I'm going to tape the pages together later. I don't want to do that too far in advance. All right, so that is my social media planner. I have a completely, I started out this year in a big planner. And what I've done is I've turned that into my notebook. So I think I'm good. Now I do really want to find my dividers. I have a gazillion of these. Now these are side tab, but that's okay. These are also Live Love Posh. I will also have them linked down in the description box. Like I said, if you find that they are sold out, they usually do come back in stock quite frequently. Well, I don't want to say quite frequently. Oh, I combine these. But frequently enough. Okay, so I've used some of these. How many am I gonna need? And then this one. No, hold up. I'm messing up. I'm messing up. I'm messing up. Do I want this in the front or the back? Maybe I will have this in the front. Maybe I will have this in the front. I was debating on whether or not to do my goals in the front or the back or this. I think I'll just keep this in the front. Okay, so then I'll put another tab here. And this is where I'm going to get confused. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do I want this? Maybe I'll do the goals next. Maybe I'll just do the goals next. Let's do the goals next. Yes, I'm trying to figure this out. I can rearrange things. It's fine. All right, so I am not going to move over the brain dump or anything like that. I'm just going to move over my quarter four. So I think I have everything prepped. Yeah, see, I already have a quarter four tab here. This tab will make sense when I put my goal planner back together at the end of the year, because as you can see here, I have all of quarter one and quarter two is back in this particular planner. So this is the holding planner that everything will move back into. All right, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, and I don't think I pulled everything that I wanted to pull. All right, so I have, this is just a cover sheet I made with Wrong Art. Here's the starting point. Here's the Wheel of Life. I don't think I'm gonna do the Wheel of Life next year. Probably need to add some blank pages in here too. So here's the thing. I switched things up in quarter three. So in early quarters, I had, let's turn back to like when I was doing a little bit better. Was I even doing better in February? I don't remember. So no, but my plan was I would have my action steps here for the week, and then you flip it in and I will kind of jot down everything that I did that day to kind of keep a running list of how I didn't do it there. Let me go back to January. Let's go back to January. Here it is. Look how good I did that week. I mean, if I could do this every single week, oh my gosh, my life would be probably so much more in order. So I had this, so like this was the first week. So I did action steps for the week. And then this was more of like, how am I spending my day? So at the end of the day, the middle of the day, the end of the day, I would come in here and actually write down every single thing I did that day and about what time I did it, so I can see how I was spending my hours. Was I busier than I thought? Was I spending too much time doing certain things that I didn't need to be doing? You know, just kind of like that. It's just kind of a way to evaluate my life. I would love to do this again. I really would. But I'm not sure. October, November is going to be so busy for me as far as my 9-to-5 job. So busy. I'm talking probably some extra hours and things like that. Like I won't get a break probably till Thanksgiving. So I'm not sure realistically that I will do it. So what I had done for most of the second quarter was use Live Love Posh inserts in order to make this work. So I think that's what I'm gonna do as I chat, as I get up and like walk out and y'all can't hear what I'm saying. Let's see though. So October, I really do like, if I'm being honest, I think I do, oh, I'm hitting the light. I do have a Live Love Posh horizontal, and I had talked about doing that, But I feel like this is just better. That way I don't have to actually tape down the pages, because in the Live, Love, Posh horizontal, I like it because it actually has a monthly calendar, and then it goes into the horizontal. And I don't want to lose any of the pages, so I kind of want to save that. I think I can have a use for that at some point. Whereas these, right now, they're good for gold. So I think I'm going to use that, and I have a blank page. I'm going to pop in October. I like using this so as monthly dividers. This might even be an old calendar. I think this is an old calendar. I just need to maybe put scrapbook paper on the back of it or something like that. Okay, so instead of using these hourly pages, because I love the hourly pages, but they're undated. So if I ever become gung-ho and I have time to do it, maybe January again, maybe December, then I can use these. So I don't want to use these if I don't want to use the quad to set my weekly action steps if I'm not going to be using the hourly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I also have quad pages here because I do like the quad. So, and I also have these. But I don't need this many action steps, right? Right? So I have the quad. So we can do action steps, reflections, action steps, reflections, action steps, reflections, right? Do I need another one? 1 week. Yeah. Or what I could do, I also have a lot of paper. I have a lot of lined paper, actually. Maybe. I mean, I like the reflections like this because I write like wins, challenges, needs a change, and notes, and it fits fine here. So I think I'm gonna just go with it. So it's like I could put like a piece of lined paper in the middle. I have dot grid here. Oh, you know what I was also doing? I forgot about that. What I also did last month, where's my daily page? I just saw it. Where did it go? I just saw it. Here it is. I really liked this. I really liked this. I picked 3 focus areas to really focus on for the month. I like this, so I kind of want to use this. So I can do that, and then I could tape these together and do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and this could be like a monthly summary. And then we'll put this back here. I think that's what I'm thinking about. So let's do that again, a little bit more organized and less confusing. All right. So I'm taking, this is just a regular monthly. Oh, did I put everything in front of the monthly? Yes, I did. Woo, this is fun. All right. Everything just goes on the floor. I need a bigger desk. I just don't have room for a bigger desk. If I have room for a bigger desk, I would have a bigger desk. I just do not have room. Okay, so we'll do this. And then, let me think for a second. Hang on. Let me think this through and I'll come back. So, I was trying to look back at what I was currently doing. And what I'm currently doing, and it is working, but again, I haven't been the best at doing it all the time, was actually, let's set up October, how it's currently doing this. Let's go ahead and Move October. No, October's fine. Hold up. It's November. Oh no. Okay. So November. Probably not even in frame. I have too many things on my desk. This is the problem. Let's move this off to the side. Okay, so I'll get back in frame what I hope is in frame. Okay, so I'm gonna pop in November. All right. So this is in the front of the Girl with Goals hourly extension pack. However, if you go to the back of the extension pack, I think I've already done it. It's this one. So this is in, yeah, this is in the back of the extension pack. So this is like their currently page. I pop it in here. So then I have 8 across from each other to write my monthly goals, and then I hide that. All right, so then let's talk about how I was doing it thus far. And I like the way it's set up, just not sure about it though as far as keeping it. So I was doing weekly focus here. And again, Live Love Posh paper, you can also pick that up on the website. If you can tell, I love me some Live Love Posh. I love these paper. I think it's just very, very, I just like the way you can use it. I love these daily pages. There's so much, I just don't use a discount system for much. Okay, so I was doing, this can be in the front. So what I might end up doing is taping this one to this one for the first week. And then have that there. This one's it's the first week that it's so rough to figure it out. Because ideally what you want is you want kind of your general goals or your general to-dos. Here's how I've been doing it, like my weekly to-dos. But then my 3 focus areas I really want to focus on goals-wise. So that's kind of how I want to do it. But then I need weekly reflections. So I can reflect on the week. And that's where the front and back gets a little confusing. Because like this would work, but then I don't have anywhere for my reflections. I could probably just reflect here. For week 1, that wouldn't be an issue, but I don't know that I want to do that every week. So, because then it won't really mesh with this either. This is where the front and the back gets me. Because ideally this would be week 1, like this. I would like tape this together. So this would be week 1. And then I guess I could do weekly reflections here. And then this would be week 2. With weekly reflections here, week 3, and then week 4. We might have to do some readjusting. You'll see that when I do my weekly action steps pages. Let's just say that. It's always been a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure it out, obviously. Okay, and then I'm going to throw in December. All right, that was painful. Obviously, you can see that this is still a work in progress. I do think I'm going to be changing things up for 2025 as far as goal planning, just because I do think it is kind of hard sometimes to use what you have when it comes to certain things. Like I'm trying to make things work because I already have it in my stash, but I think other things might work better. So I'm going to try those other things in 2025. Stay tuned to see what I'm talking about. All right, so I guess this is next. Okay, so those are my goals. Do I do budget next? No. Let's go ahead and put in these other pages that I'm going to be trying out. So this is a 20... So I purchased this planner in the spring. It's a 23-24 planner. I'm like, oh, I can redate it. It's vertical. I loved the dividers. I mean, this is just so pretty. And I actually really like the spine too. It's not super neutral because it has those in it, but I still really like this planner. So I picked it up, but I hadn't used it, and because I already had my lineup set, I don't really use a vertical. I'm going to put a vertical in here, y'all, and we'll see. I'm thinking about maybe using it for like memory keeping type of thing. Not necessarily memory keeping with photos, but kind of how I was using the hourly that I wasn't doing a good job with. I kind of want to write down some of the things that I do during the day. Like if I, go to dinner with friends, something like write that down, because in my planners, I do write it down, but a lot of times in my planners, it's what I'm planning on doing. So things could pop up that's not going to be in my planner because I did it, on a whim, which, I'm a planner girl, so I don't really do that much on the whim. But I wanted to have a place where things like that I can note. I can also note some other things that aren't always going to be in my planner, or I don't have room for. So we're going to try it. Why not? Why not try it? It's not like I'm using it for anything else for the time being. I have expander disc. It's not taking up room. So we're going to put that there for possible memory keeping. Another way to use some fun stickers, but hopefully we'll see. I have my own little journal, so I'm not going to be using it for journaling. Just kind of just writing down memorable moments throughout the day type thing. Okay, now we are going to get to my budgets. Now, I probably need to pull out dividers because I don't use the calendars for my budget. I have one budget calendar that I use for the whole year, and it's pretty much accurate. I do use the expense sheets. So we're going to pull those out. There we go. All right, so I have those, and then we'll put this here so I know where I stop. Now this can go back on my shelf. I had this on I have a cart, like a craft cart. That's where I keep all of my, well, no, this has to stay here because I'm going to be using this for next year. Never mind. My goals one, well, no, that has to, I don't know. My goals one probably can be moved. Let's see. I also have some adulting stuff that was just chilling. Oh, look, this is from, I need to put this up. That's what it is. But, sorry, guys. Projects. I do want to put these pages in here. Projects in the back. We kind of call this my adulting section. I can pop these budget pages in the back. I just need to go grab some dividers that have the months on them. So basically, I explain this pretty much during each setup. Instead of weekly, I put a box over this and I just write a category and I track my entire spending for that particular category here for that month. So then that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages, but I can also divide the pages like gas. I don't need a whole page for gas. I get gas maybe 4 times. And then I can do maybe groceries or something like that. I don't do my bills on here. I have another place I do my bills, but that's in my current planner. But these categories can change. Like obviously November and December, I'm going to probably have like gifts is going to be a category. And then I always have like a craft. And then I always have like frivolous spending, which is like all the fun stuff that I get on sale. And then I have like an essentials category that isn't groceries. So like when I go to like Sam's Clubs or BJ's to get like trash bags and stuff like that. So that's what that goes. Let me grab my dividers. So I think these are all my dividers. For some reason, I kept all of this and I don't need to keep all of that. I don't know why I was keeping... I think I was keeping this in case I wanted to turn this into a calendar, maybe? No. So we have October, November, December. Okay, guys. Okay. So my budget planner is not, we'll start in the back. So I'll just put December down for it. It's nothing special. It's basically where I just keep track of my finances. I just want to know where my money's going now that like we don't keep checkbooks and don't always see everything on one page or like in one ledger. If you want to see where you're spending, you have to go to like 5 different accounts, like your bank account, and then you have to go to your credit card 1, credit card 2. So it's just nice to have everything here. And then I total it by category, which is also really nice. So yeah, I do like doing this, and I would say that if you really aren't good at budgeting or you don't, it's hard to keep up with, maybe try doing this because you don't have to do it. Like I just go in once a week and update everything. Sometimes it's once every other week, but that is when I sit down and go through all my credit cards and write it in here. But I really do like seeing it on here. All right, so this is my adulting section where I have my projects and my budget. I will be moving some of the stuff from my budget planner over later. This is maybe like my memory keeping highlight of the day. Possibly may use it section. And then here's my goals section. This you will get a more detailed look when I set up my 4th quarter goals, as well as my October goals, as well as my action steps for the week. So yes, it seemed complicated me putting this together, but as you see me go through the process, it might get a little bit easier. And then my social media one, which is where I use 2 planners. Because I need 2 monthly calendars. That's the reason why I use 2 planners, but I actually do use both planners. So there we go. So right now, this is perfect. The expander discs work perfectly. Like I said, the only issue is I'm obviously going to change the cover come November. So maybe the silver disc will work, maybe not. If the silver discs do not work, I will be moving in November and December of all of this over. But now that I have it situated, it literally be like pulling it out and putting it into a new planner. So it's not going to be as complicated as this one was. But there we go, y'all. That is my Frankenplanner setup for the last quarter of 2024. So I will be Frankenplanning next year, but it's going to look a little bit different. So yeah, that should be fun. I'll be doing all those setup videos come December, not trying to rush the 3rd quarter away, just trying to give you an update. If I do change it, and if I'm going to be adding, like last year, I added a shopping section, which I may do this year. I might do a November setup as well for you guys. And it won't be as complicated because I'll actually know what I'm doing by then. But there we go, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this setup video. If you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comments, and I would do my best to answer them in a timely manner. But like I said, I'm super busy, so it might take me a day or 2 to respond. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would also love it if you would consider subscribing. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.